What is up, YouTube peeps? Just posting a fun video. It's an idea or a thought that I've had for a while, and it's time that I post something a little bit different to my workouts. I've done a 20-minute workout today. Was quite disappointed with how I fared. I think I just really need to have a good couple of days break. My shoulders are absolutely cooked. The past 2 weeks of mainly been doing Navy SEALs, and whew, Navy SEALs are tough. So, you know, um, time to rest my shoulders and get back to some big workouts in the next couple of days. Now, this video, you might be watching this video, you might not have come across my channel or the channels of the Burpee community, and I would encourage you to check out Iron Wolf, and it shows you the military style burpee where you go down for a burpee, stand back up, but you don't jump and raise your arms like you see, in high school, and PE teachers, and in CrossFit. This is a different style of burpee. It's a bit modified, and it's got whole body benefits. It's the only exercise I would do moving forward if I could only do one exercise. And that's why I've been doing it for 2 years. It's got so many benefits. Okay, so enough of that. For the people who have come across my channel and who know a lot of the people in this community, like Iron Wolf, Busy Dad, Tonerv, Chibe, this video is more for you guys. And the question I want to pose to you today is, does it matter whether you tuck your elbows to your body or flare them out in terms of, does it make a difference in numbers, in strength, in gains? It's not an in-depth analysis. It's just going to raise more questions than it answers, and I want it to be like that, so we have a bit of a discussion. Um, Anyway, so what am I talking about? Well, when I first decided to start my burpee journey, I thought to myself, okay, burpees involve a push-up. What is the correct way to do a push-up? I've been doing push-ups my entire life, and a lot of the time when I was a child, I would have kind of a wide grip, and that would force me to kind of flare my elbows out, and it always worked my chest. I'm very chest dominant. It's just my genetics have allowed me to not really have to work on my chest to have a big chest, and that's not very good when you put on weight, because having a big chest, you start to think, okay, what cup size am I? Anyway, so I wanted to work out what was the best way to do a push up, and I didn't want to focus too much on working my chest. And that's when I saw a video of Jason Statham, of all people, doing push-ups where they were very tricep heavy, and he had tucked his elbows in. And I thought to myself, hey, this guy is a bit of a workout machine himself. He's got a great physique. He's working his triceps. I'd love to work my triceps and shoulders rather than my chest. And when I saw Iron Wolf doing it, I thought to myself, okay, well, he's kind of tucking his elbows in, and that's what I've done since then. But should you do it that way if you're starting out? What should you do? Like, what type of grip should you use? What type of style to get the best gains, to hit big numbers, to get to progress quite far in challenges that people set. So, um, for example, here's Busy Dad. Okay, this is one of his level 4 Navy SEAL attempts, and I've chosen this picture. It's towards the end of his workout, so he is starting to get a bit fatigued, and his elbows are flaring more than usual. However, I define an elbow flarer as at least one arm with the elbow 45 more than 45 degrees away or out from the body. Okay, so you can see Busy Dad is flaring his elbows like this as he does the push-up. A better example is Chibe. I've seen Chibe's videos, and one arm is his right arm always flares out more than the left arm. The left arm, it's still flaring, but the right arm is like, you know, real. It's almost perpendicular to his body. Um, and just another example, Moses Cuevas, he's a little bit on the borderline, it's just maybe about 45, 50 degrees away from the body, but I would still count him as a flarer. At least one arm, that right arm, is, more than 45 degrees flared from the body. Why do people do this? Why do they choose to flare their elbows out? Are they aware that their elbows are flaring out? What's the significance of this? Well, I don't. I know these three burpee practitioners have hit huge numbers, and essentially gods of the burpee community at the moment. They've, Moses has been around for years. Busy Dad's been around for years. Chube is hitting huge numbers, and his progress has just gone from what maybe like 30 JC burpees in that JC burpee challenge when I first saw him to cranking out hundreds of Navy SEALs in ridiculous amounts of time. Does this style of burpee help you more than chucking your elbows in? Um, just whipped up an image from KenHub. It's an anatomy website, and it shows that the pectoralis major has an attachment site on the humerus or on your arm bone. And why does that matter? Well, if you're flaring your elbows out and you go down for a push-up, you need to bring your arm, your humerus, in towards your body to come up for that push-up. Pec major is going to be the main muscle responsible for this. If you're flared out, you've got your pec major touching about here. It's pulling this, and you're stabilizing with your forearm, pulling with your upper arm to come up and stretch, and to extend and to come up for that push up. So this is a very chest heavy type of style. So the elbow flarers. I want you guys to comment if you think you're an elbow flarer. Do you feel like your chest is getting a good workout during your burpees? When I do burpees, I do feel my chest gets a bit of a workout, but towards the end of my workout. Why is that? Well, I feel like my triceps fatigue, and as I fatigue, then I start to flare a little bit, and then I can feel my pecs working. So, this is a huge muscle of the body. It's much larger than the triceps. Does it give these burpee practitioners an advantage over others who are not flaring their elbows? I'm an elbow tucker, and we'll get to that in a second. So I use my tris, like I was saying. I want to be tricep dominant with these push-ups. And I've tried this a couple of times to flare my elbows to see what it feels like. And first of all, it feels like I've never done a push-up in my life. So, my burpee journey has really added strength to my triceps and added mass to my triceps and really neglected my pecs. So, when I do flare my elbows now, it feels really weak. And second of all, it does feel like I have more thrust, or um, kind of more of a more energy to use when I do that type of burpee. So just to recap, the two things I've noticed doing a flared elbow approach is that for me, my pecs are not developed at all with the push up, with the burpee, and when I do it, it feels like there's more push, more oomph. Compared to the elbow tuckers. So we've got Toe Nerve here. He's an absolute beast. His elbows are very, very close to his body here. We've got James Bruce, another elbow tucker, and Iron Wolf himself. He's also less than 45 degrees away from the midline, and these are the elbow tuckers, such as myself. And again, just another image, and it's just illustrating that the tricep muscle, the back of the arm, there's three heads. Essentially, they cover the top of the arm, they go down to the elbow, and they help extend. Okay, they help extend that forearm compared to if you're flaring, your pec is pulling that top of your arm in. The triceps are really making your forearm extend, and when you're doing it, your elbows are tucked in, and you really do need that extension to push yourself up compared to um, bringing your arms in for the elbow flarers. So, I mean, like, James Bruce, Tonov, Iron Wolf, again, big names, huge names. Iron Wolf, the OG, we've got huge numbers. I was thinking to myself, I could go through these Burpee practitioners' videos and have a look at what their PRs are, and in terms of sprints, in terms of long distance, and then do a comparison. But I think I just kind of put this out there and see what others think, whether others have noticed a difference between elbow flarers and elbow tuckers, whether there's a right way or wrong way. At the end of the day, I think do what's comfortable for yourself. Do what you want to work on. If you want tries, or pecs, if you're a pec dominant person, you might want to start out doing an elbow tucking approach to build on your triceps. If you're arm dominant person, you might want to do the flared elbows. In terms of performance, that's where I want to get some ideas and comments and opinions from others. Do you think there is a difference in terms of elbow tucking and flaring and in performance? And do you think that you would be better doing an elbow flaring or elbow tucking approach? Just quickly, I've written down, just so I don't intentionally leave people out. It's not really a shout out, but I've got people I could talk about being elbow flarers and tuckers, but to make it kind of objective, I've just looked at all the people who Joe Hortai has had on the Move Sweat Suffer podcast, written them all down, and then categorized them as a tucker or a flarer. And it's just interesting to note. So all the elbow flarers: Busy Dad, Chibe, Body by Burpees, Moses Cuevas, Elaine Fedek, Chris Crable, 40 Something Fitness, Simon Tregeser, Fitness Throstle, and the elbow tuckers: Joe Hortai himself, Strong and Conditioned, Osiris, James Bruce, Iron Wolf, Greg Molden, Tone Irv, Burpee Zikrem, Rob Simpson, Julian Galvez, Martina Lavender, still in the game, and David Whitten. I mean, so there's a lot more tuckers on the Move Sweat Summer podcast than flarers. So Joe, maybe you should start looking at getting some more elbow flarers on. But looking at these lists, like, these are all huge names. Everyone here, they're hitting big numbers. So there might not be a difference at all, and it might just come down to cosmetic and aesthetic appearance. If you choose one over the other, then you're going to have a more developed muscle than the other one. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm rambling a little bit now, but yeah, it's just a bit of fun, this video. So salute everybody up there. Salute to Jay's Journey, Nick Hardy, David Whitten, where the four of us are really trying to hit Busy Dad's training really hard lately, and it's Jay's Journey. Jay from Jay's Journey is really close to unlocking level 4. He got 120 Navy SEALs in 20 minutes the other day. Dave Whitten, he's done 277 6 counts today. So both of them have a week or so to get the other workout done. Nick, he's just missed out on his goal of getting 120 10 count Navy SEALs by 7th of June. So keep it up, mate. Just keep going. We're at the same level at the moment. We have to hit one of the level 4 workouts and then have our week's time limit start ticking. But yeah, salute everybody, and I will talk to you later.